Hi guys, my name is Olive Nkirote and I'm a Jacqueline of all trades. So I'm actually a business lady. I have two businesses. One is known as O.N.R, an education platform on YouTube, and Yummy Rabbits Kenya. I tend to believe it's the #1 organic rabbit farm in Kenya. So yeah, that's what I do. So actually guys, O.N.R started as an entertainment YouTube channel 4 years ago in 2018 after I finished campus. I used to do raw egg challenge, I don't know, pranks. I used to do vlogmas. Guys, you have no idea. Tumetoka mbali. But anyway, so fast forward to 2019, my parents were like, you need to be serious with your life. So I considered starting a business. So I started Yummy Rabbits Kenya with my partner. And because of that, I had to quickly figure out how a business runs. Like, how do you apply for a business permit? How do you apply for a registration certificate? So I went to YouTube, and then I realized there were really not many business content creators. So I decided, because I already had a channel, I might as well rebrand it from entertainment to business. So that's what I did, guys. I rebranded my channel from entertainment to education. This is 2019, and I followed through with education content. And 2020, I somehow found myself in crypto. So again, I'm also known as a crypto coach, but ideally that's what O.N.R is. I call it the Africa's #1 education platform on topics to do with business, investing, money, crypto. Basically, I teach you how to make your money and how to grow your money. So yeah, that's what O.N.R is. Yummy Rabbits Kenya, people usually say they start businesses from inspiration. I think I started my business out of desperation. Like, my dad was on my neck, like, you have graduated, like, leave this house, you're not doing something, get a job or do something with your life. And at the back of our house, we used to have a chicken shed. So I thought to myself, maybe I can keep animals here, right? Like, people buy and sell eggs, people buy and sell chicken. So I went to YouTube, Google, and I realized, kazi ya kuku si rahisi, where? So I was like, you know what? Maybe let me look for something simpler. So for me, which is funny now when I think about it, I just researched and found out about rabbits. And I quickly learned it's one animal that you can use the whole of it. You can use the fur on making sandals and bags. You can use the intestines and the innards for like animals, like dogs who feed on them. And then the meat is actually very healthy. It's white meat, and it was once proclaimed to be the healthiest meat in the world. Crazy. And then the urine of rabbit is actually one of the best organic fertilizers and pesticides. So for me, I was like, wait, you have to tell me this animal can't be wasted. You can use the whole of it. So I dared to dream, and I started keeping rabbits, guys, at the back of our house. Yeah, that's how it started. It's been hard. You know, when you start, you're so excited. You're really excited. You're like, everything is possible. I got this. And then you learn, hey, the world runs by money. I don't have money. So, okay. So it was hard at first. I'm not going to lie. Thankfully, I had supportive parents who were like, okay, we'll give you something small to boost your business, for you to start at least, So I'm really grateful for that. So I started the business, and I think because of that belief of dare to dream and dare to achieve, I can honestly sit here and say that it's honestly been a climb, a steady climb. Trying to educate people about rabbit meat, trying to educate farmers on organic fertilizer and pesticides. Yeah, but I can't complain. It's been a blessing and a hard blessing at the same time, but I'm excited about it. Okay, so I remember I told you guys I pivoted to business content in 2019, and 2020 came in, and let me tell you guys, COVID was the best and worst enemy to me because I was stuck at home. Yummy Rabbits wasn't even profitable. I was trying to build, then now I can't build anymore. I can't get workers, so I paused that business and decided to focus on content creation. So 2020 from May, guys, around April, May, I decided to just go all in and started reading about crypto. And that's actually how I got into it per se. However, I did know about it before, but you know the way you just hear the word crypto, Bitcoin, and then you're like, yeah, a Bitcoin, but you really don't know what Bitcoin is. I had that information prior. But when 2020 came, I remember I was confused on what to talk about on YouTube. I mean, people were home and sad, and it made sense, right? So I reached out to my mom and I was like, Mom, I don't know what to create content about. And she was like, you know, I've had this thing for crypto and Bitcoin. Maybe read about it and then teach me through your YouTube channel. Guys, my mom is like my #1 fan. So yeah, so when she told me that, I took it seriously. I was like, okay, I'll teach you through the channel. And I went home and I read for like 3 months, and then I finally figured it out, and I started now creating content to educate others about crypto. And I remember I was so broke, guys, like legit. When I was showing the 7th part of one of my videos, how to invest in Bitcoin, I could only invest 1,000 shillings. Like to me, that was like the best I could do. So I remember putting that video out, and safe to say, guys, dare to dream. Dare to dream, because thankfully, because of that decision I made in 2020, I really am where I am today because of that period. Yeah. So when I started learning about cryptocurrency, what ideally enticed me is it was a way I could potentially make or grow my money. And to be honest, that is honestly the #1 goal right now to survival. How are you making your money and how are you growing your money? And because of reading a lot about it and realizing, in a way, crypto is just like stocks, but stocks on digital companies. So when I quickly learned that, and I could invest in a project or in a cryptocurrency coin or company that I believe in, and I could potentially make something, guys, for me that was it. For me that was it, you know. So that is ideally what enticed me. However, over time, because I did start to read and understand crypto, I clearly realized this was honestly the future of assets, and the decentralization that digital money brought to the world is far much greater than just, okay, yes, you can make money from it. This is actually the world we are headed to. So yeah, at first it was money, but then over time it's now seeing all the potentials and adoption of what cryptocurrency can do in the world. Yeah. So what I do in the space is ideally, I'd say 3 things. I first started as an investor myself. So I first invested money and then saw the potential of my returns growing. And then I decided to share that part onto the internet on YouTube. So then I became a creator or educator of some sort. And then again, people caught up on my YouTube content, and then people are like, Olive, can I pay you to actually teach me? So now I became a coach. So how am I participating in this space? Huge investor, guys, huge investor. Let me tell you, if crypto was to disappear, I am bankrupt. I swear I am bankrupt. But yeah, so I'm a huge investor. I am an educator on YouTube, guys. Subscribe to O.N.R for free content on crypto, business, money, and investing. Okay. And then the third one, I am a coach. So you can actually, you know, holler at me or visit my website to actually sign up for our classes. Yeah. Investing, okay, so I was really broke. Like, guys, you know, when I say I'm broke, people used to think, I'm like, I was broke. I was trying to make money. So I had learned there's something called crypto gambling. So there are these sites where it's like you're rolling a dice or something, and then you can make money. So some of my friends would invest like $10. By the end of the day, they have like 100. Me, that shit didn't make sense to me. Every time I put my $10, I lost it. So it's like, I think also it's luck and your energy. Yeah, so when my friends told me about this crypto gambling, some site called Dark Dice, I was like, I'm going in. Hey, so I asked them, which coin are you guys using? They're like, hey, there's this cheap coin called Doge. Use it. Don't use BTC and Ethereum. It's too expensive. So I was like, okay. I bought my first $10 Doge. I lost it. I bought the second $10 Doge. I lost it. Mind you, I'm broke. Me, $10 at that point is a lot. I feel like I could have bought food. I could have saved for rent. As in, where am I wasting my money? So the third $10 Doge, I rolled the dice. I lost until $5, and I was like, fuck it. I'll let it be. So I left it there. It was about $5 or something. 2020 came, and crypto was still fuck. Like, no, this was 2020, sorry. 2020 is when I did this rolling thing. Now 2021, when the markets revived. So what happened with crypto space? When the COVID hit, a lot of money was given to people. There was stimulus checks being given by America. There was these bailouts companies were being given. So there was a lot of money given in COVID era. So in 2021, most of the people invested this money back into the markets. So crypto boomed. Like in all honesty, in 2020, I had invested in total, let me say $30. In 2021, my $30 was, I think, $1,000. Imagine, like, you don't, even when I tell people this, they're like, Kwani, what did you do? But then it's those combinations of Doge blew up, BTC blew up, it reached the moon because of Elon Musk. Like, it was crazy. That's actually how I got into it. So now, Doge, when now Elon Musk started hyping it, I had bought it when it was at its lowest, like when it was at 0.0000 something. So when now Elon Musk started talking about Doge and hyping it, people started buying it and ramping the price for people like us who had already been in it for a long time. So my $3 honestly reached $500. I had a friend who had $20, which became like, I think, $2,000. Like, it was crazy. Like, you're making money in a way it doesn't even make sense to anyone. But yeah, so me and my friend who had left like $3, $5, $8, we made around $500, $800, $1,000. Imagine. So imagine if I left my 25. Remember, I rolled 10, and then I left the last one. If I actually left, I would have been close to $3,000. Imagine. So now what people did, when Elon was talking about Doge, people started putting the money in Doge. So the value of Doge went up. But that's the thing, you've entered late. Like, I entered when the price was here. Elon Musk is talking about when the price is here. You're entering here, not knowing. Some of us entered when it was useless. So our money just kept doubling and doubling and doubling. And then just right there at the top before it dipped, I sold. And then I made a clean $500 from the $5. Yeah. I shared it on YouTube. That's actually how it blew up. That story blew up, and then I was told to become a crypto coach because the whole comment section was like, teach me crypto. Clearly, you know something I don't. You know. And you know the thing with me, I show you proof. Like, I actually had screenshots of my wallet, screenshots of the $10. My $10, the one I told you I invested, it became $100. Like that. My $20, some friend had sent me, it became $200. So people who actually put money during COVID era, guy, 2021, they were rich. Yeah, that's actually how I got into crypto. Yeah, that's the story. So I'm a big believer, even now, because the markets have gone back down, thanks to recession and inflation. Guys, invest if you can. Invest if you can. And just know when the markets revive, it is you and all the way to the bank. And then everyone will be like, how the fuck did you do it? I'm like, I'm looking forward to the next bull run because I'm like, I have invested enough to, God willing, buy a house. That's the goal. Because I'm like, because you know that time I didn't know. As in, if I knew, you know, I kept asking God, when did you tell me to leave money there? Because me, I saw friends who made millions. As in, I have a friend who, till today, I used to look at her wallet and I'm like, you have $1 million just like that? Yeah. Hey, people made money. Yeah. But me, I was broke, so I'm grateful that I think the next bull market, I'll be good. So guys, invest in crypto. I'm telling you. If you don't invest, hey, you'll miss out. Right now for me, if I'm investing in a coin, I honestly need to see like the fundamentals of the coin. Like, what are they bringing into the crypto space that's different? What are they, like, what is essentially their white paper? So the white paper is like the manifesto of a crypto company. Every crypto project has a white paper. So for you to invest in any coin, you need to read their white paper because ideally you're reading their constitution, you know? So for me, if I'm investing in a coin right now, because I have so much knowledge, I'm really looking at your fundamentals and I'm also looking at the community you've built. So in the crypto space, communities are a very huge thing. What's the community like on Twitter, on Reddit, on Discord? What are people actually saying about your project? Are they seeing potential? What are the critics saying about your project as well? Because as much as you might have good fundamentals, if the community doesn't see your value, then why are we investing in you? So yeah, for me, those are the two things. your fundamentals and your community. Yeah. Okay, so the thing with crypto and the thing with teaching, if I'm being honest, when 2021, right, when the markets are doing well and I was showing people my money that I made, it's like that's the time the interest was there. And a lot of people learned about crypto, a lot of people were excited about it, and it makes sense because even on the news it was, crypto is going to the moon, Bitcoin has hit its all-time high, 1.9 trillion or $2 trillion have been invested in the crypto markets. So I think it's just human nature to feel the need to invest when good things are happening. And then now, because the markets have gone down thanks to the recession, inflation, high prices and all that, you can tell the interest has subsided. And many people who invested with me in 2021, because the markets were slightly up, their portfolios have kind of dropped and they're just like, only this thing of yours doesn't make money. And I'm trying to remind them the principles of investing. Markets go up and down. Everything that goes up must come down, and everything that goes down must go up eventually. So I would say the reception for teaching is crazy. People just want to invest in learning when things are doing well, and unfortunately this is when they should be investing in learning because it's like all the cryptos are on sale. Like Bitcoin is at 20,000 and it was at 60,000 just a few months ago. So ideally you're buying it at a better price now, but then unfortunately that's not how people think. So yeah, that's the reception I have right now with teaching crypto. It pains me as a person to see you investing when the markets are good, because I know your portfolio will go down in a bit. But then for me as a business, I'm like, but I tried to tell you when you should invest and you didn't. So I don't like it, if I'm being honest. And I know even when the markets go back up the next time, I will obviously share my journey on social media and then everyone will flip. Because I mean, I was sharing how I made $500. Probably now, but now you know Kiara is watching. I might not share. $500 is a bargain. Hey, now we are talking like thousands of dollars. I'll probably just shut up a bit, but you know what I mean? Now, if you share that, everyone will now want to jump on board. And I'm like, but that's not the time I wanted you to jump on board. But then I can't say no. Like, I'm running a business, to be honest. And if that's when you feel comfortable buying, then what do I do? So guys, I think they should just invest now. So crypto has many facets, right? Like, crypto is just like the money that's used in the blockchain industry. So ideally, what I should be asked, what I should be answering is Web3 future, because like Web3 is the blockchain tech for crypto, the NFTs, the metaverse, the mining, there's just a lot. So the whole world for me in Kenya, first of all, I'm seeing a lot of adoption. I feel like we already are one of the largest countries. Actually, we are number 2, if I'm not wrong, in Africa with the largest crypto adoption after Nigeria. So we're already doing well in my head, but I feel like now the adoption will be more so outwards and not just the youth who know about crypto. I feel like our parents, the older generation are starting to get interested as well. So for me, I think that's where I'm seeing the crypto in terms of consumption. In terms of innovations, I can shout out a company I work with called Honeycoin. They are literally Kenyan youth who created a platform that has, yes, the money remittance side, but they also have a wallet, a crypto wallet called Hive. So for me, I'm like, okay, if our own Kenyans are building like wallets right now where we can have our own wallets, like clearly something is happening. So the adoption in Kenya it's heading somewhere. It's heading somewhere. It'll be bigger. More people will know about it. I feel like it'll reach a point where if you're not invested in crypto, you probably start thinking you're sick. You're having a problem somewhere. So yeah, I think that's where we're headed. Okay, so crypto as a form of payments. Personally, I'm paid a lot in crypto, so I think it works. But I I don't know if, because for payments, it's the business to be willing to accept crypto, and then it's the consumer to be willing to pay in crypto. So if those two needs are met, then it happens. I've seen Google recently announce that they want to start receiving payments in crypto. So I will say then eventually it will trickle down to even the developing countries or Africa in general. But I've seen companies in Kenya that do receive payments in crypto, so I believe there are people paying in crypto. I myself receive payments in crypto on my website because it's an option I've given my audience, and there are people who do pay me in crypto. So let's say there are two people on the pot to accept and agree, but there are people who are warming up to this crypto as a payment system. Yeah, there are people who are warming up. I don't think a crypto space is male dominated per se. I tend to believe it's equal, but at the same time I am exposed to more females in the space. I really know a whole lot of ladies in the crypto space. Like, I would easily tell you 20 females right now at the top of my head. Whereas maybe I'm just biased to women, I don't know, but I don't think it's male dominated. It's a mixed match. There are very many male guys in the trading space. If you go to most of these trading platforms, most of the guys who trade are guys, for sure. There are few females, but if you go to the education side, empowering side, building side, I've seen many females on this side. If you go to the side for crypto companies, startups, again, I've seen a bit of both. There are some guys who are in it, some females. So I can't really say it's male dominated. It's actually female dominated in my opinion. In Kenya, in my opinion, yeah. It's too major. Yeah. Okay, as an entrepreneur, Jacqueline of all trades, what I'd like to leave you with, one, invest in knowledge. I think for me, that's the one thing that's always put me ahead in life. Yeah, guys, just invest in knowledge. It doesn't have to be paid. You could easily search whatever you want to search on YouTube and learn, but knowledge will always put you ahead in life, 100%. Second thing I'd leave them with is invest in cryptocurrency. But then again, like I said, learn about it. That's why I said invest in knowledge, learn about it before you put your money. Because if you just put your money without learning, now you're just being a gambler. Now you're just being a foolish risk taker. You don't even know why you're investing in it. Like, you need to be able to define to someone who's never had cryptocurrency what cryptocurrency is about. So that's the second thing I'd say. What's it called? What did I just say? Oh yeah, invest in cryptocurrency. And then the third thing I'd like to leave you guys with is, I don't know, man. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the third one would be. What has helped me, Olive? Okay, and I usually live by this principle. I think it's cliche, but again, it's worked for me. And it's hard work and discipline equals to a form of success that you're aspiring to. I have seen what showing up every day, giving your all at something every day consistently over time can do. And you can equate this equation to anything. If it's like going to the gym, if you show up every day, if you are consistent with the gym, if you're consistent with eating right, your body does eventually transform. The same thing with business. You wake up and you keep thinking about it and showing up. You might not be really aware of where you're headed to, but just because you're constantly showing up, you somehow reach somewhere. So yeah, I think those are my 3 things for today. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Okay, so first of all, thank you guys for listening to this interview, this whole session. I really like sharing my views. I hope nothing was taken out of context, because nowadays y'all could just be interpreting things your own way. I meant everything in a really kind heart, okay? So you can definitely check out my YouTube channel, O.N.R. I am quite active on, again, business money, crypto content. So definitely check me out there. If you're on Instagram, I am an Instagram girl. You can follow me at Olive_Nkirote. And if you're looking to try rabbit meat, you're looking to, give it a shot, definitely reach out to Yummy Rabbits Kenya. We're also on Instagram and Facebook. So yeah, thank you guys for having me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I want to say bye.